Hello, and welcome to this collective and timeless reading. This is E-Star Tarot, and today we're going to be asking what the collective needs to know that is coming in the near future. Yeah, what is coming in the near future for the collective? So, sorry I've been absent in the last couple of days. I've been a little sick, actually. Oh, 4 wands. This is so sweet. 4 wands is usually about home and sort of a coming home card. And I always think of 1111 with it because you got the 4 sticks there and they got 2 together. You can see the 1111 actually in this card. Oh, my camera's focusing. I can't really tell. That's so strange. Maybe that's a message. You got to focus on home and having a safe home right now. Because, or no, sorry. Hold on. Your focus is shifting. And so what's coming in for you in the near future is a home that reflects that. Yeah, you're shifting away from fear and a sense of like running away from happiness to maybe I can have happiness. And there's also 2 rabbits here. One's like giving the other a kiss. So I don't know. Maybe you're gonna meet someone, and it doesn't have to be romantic even. It could just be like friendship or like companionship in whatever form that comes for you. Like whatever's comfortable for you. Whatever makes you feel at home and at ease. I think will be good for you. Sorry. I'm still a little sick right now. I was sick for a few days and starting to get better now. Though, so, just takes time and rest to recovery. I also brought in a strawberry quartz and a lemon quartz today, and I just felt like, they really suited this reading. And look, they look like dice. They're just perfect little squares. Even though they're tumbled, they just turned out as perfect little squares, and they're really cute. So I couldn't leave them behind, right, in the store. And they kind of mimic these rabbits, eh? Like they're opposites, but they're a pair. Maybe that's something for you as well. Maybe you're meeting your opposite, but they're going to complete you. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic at all. That's not something that resonates with you. Or if you're in a romantic relationship, it could be something that's deepening. Maybe you'll become closer, more deepening that relationship, feeling a different sense of connectedness between you. And look, 4 pentacles, we got 4, 4. Fours are often angelic protection. Like when you get 444 or 4444, that's often a sign from your angels that they're looking out for you and they're trying to help you. And with this rabbit here, I always get a sense of stability from it. Sometimes 4 of pentacles, sorry, can be about clinging on and holding on to things. Oh, the candle just went out. Interesting. Sometimes candles have a funny message. I'm not sure if I want to relight it or not. Interesting. But yeah, as I was saying, 4 Pentacles. With this one, I always get the sense of stability because he's standing on 3 pentacles together, and then he's got one he's holding. So like, I think financial stability, material stability, everything to do with pentacles. And I think, that's a really great sign that you might have a happy home soon. And maybe it's not even about relationship. Maybe it's about like physical stability. Maybe it's you're going to get a house, or like your place of living right now is going to become more comfortable. And I can't help but notice how one candle is lit and the other's not. Even that's like yin yang, somehow. Something about that. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. So this might be because of like a new job coming in, although I would think that with Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles makes you think like opportunity. Like there's new opportunity coming in for you. And I really strongly feel like animals with this, because sometimes Page of Pentacles, it's like the page is the messenger, right? And Pentacles often has to do with nature. So a messenger from nature, right? This could even be like an animal friend. I'm getting that for some people, I think. Like, or even just that animals are bringing messages of divinity to you, divine messages to you. Like, they're helping you and healing you while you go on this journey. Oh, that one just wanted to come right out. Look, 444. Didn't I just talk about fours? And we got 444. This is definitely like help from the beyond. They're trying to reach you directly and say, hey, we're here for you. And 4 of Swords is often about rest. Look, the rabbit's entombed, but he's getting to sleep, finally. I had a lot of sleep the last couple of days. Although I initially struggled against it, but then when I surrendered to just sleeping, I got so much better. So maybe that's a message too. Like, if you just let yourself rest, your problems will solve. But also, I think angels and spirit guides, ancestors, all of them are finding a way to help you to be able to rest, giving you a chance to rest. Yeah. And maybe you're in a noisy home where you can't do that, or you feel on edge where you live. And this represents, moving past that to a new space that they're going to bring to you. Yeah, King of Wands. This could be someone that's helping you get there, but I really get strongly too that this is like your personal power here. You're also doing your part in this, eh? You're like helping yourself get there by, because like spirit can only come halfway for us. Our spirit guides can only come halfway to help us. And like it's like a hand reaching out. You have to grab the hand also. Like you have to reach out equally to connect the hands, right? And you engaging with your spirit, with your creativity, with your creative power, your co-creative power with the universe, that is what is bringing this in. That's why they can bring this to you, is because you are doing your part as well. And that's really tough when like you've been through a lot and maybe you're really tired, or maybe even just got sick and you think, I don't know if I can keep going, but you can. You're doing it. Moonlight. Ooh. This card, I always think about looking deep within. Looking at yourself, your shadow self. Even though this moon is very bright, when the rabbit is turned away, I always think of like the side you hide, the face you hide from the world. You're looking at it. You and the moon are connecting. Oh, and there's a big hunter's moon tonight, actually, when I'm doing this reading. I have to remind myself to look out the window, although sadly it's super foggy, so I don't think I'm gonna see it. Rotten luck. But the full moon kind of lasts a couple days, so there's always a new chance to see it, right? And that's true for your opportunities as well. If you still struggle with receiving, accepting love, and like you're still living in a fear mindset a little bit, you'll still be brought back to that opportunity again. The universe will just make sure you're ready for it. They'll make sure you get it. You're not going to lose anything because you don't act fast enough or you don't do anything quickly. I think I'm going to relight that candle. Hold on. There we go. That's much better. Can you hear that? It's really crackling. It's making so much noise. It's so interesting. I like watching candles and seeing what they do in the smoke. There's often messages there for us. If that's something that resonates for you, maybe give that a try. It's very meditative to stare at a candlelight. It's easy to kind of let yourself fall into that. And it's funny that I decided then to relight the candle because we were talking about, when you're resistant to new things, sometimes it's because you're really tired and you're really worn down and you feel like you can't handle a new opportunity almost. But sometimes all we need to do is to relight the flame. I did that just now, and then when I dropped it into the cup, it actually went out again because it wasn't quite ready to get going. So I was like, oh, and then I just relit it. And you know, sometimes we gotta relight our own candle a few times, right? Sometimes life gets really tough and our flame can burn low and even go out for a little bit, but it just takes another flame to relight it. And sometimes that other flame is like other people or even our inner selves, you know, our inner light is always there to come back to us. When the sun goes down, there's always the moon there. Unless there's a new moon, of course, but you know what I'm saying. Like, there's always going to be light to guide you. You have an inner light that will always guide you. So don't think that you've lost or you failed or you're worn down and you're ready to give up. Because you don't. You don't give up. That's what I'm hearing. You push through and you carry on even in the darkest and toughest places. You really do. So if you're getting down on yourself, thinking, you know, you haven't been able to be yourself as powerfully, you feel a little worn down, maybe a little tired out, just give yourself grace and time to recover. Oh my gosh, the other candle went out. That's so funny. Oh, and the smoke trail's doing something funny. I guess the candles just want to be in this balance, and I'm just going to respect that. That's so strange. I guess the candles were just ready to go out, but I don't know. There's something funny there, message there, somehow. Maybe you're burning the candle at both ends, and you're trying to keep, like I went and relit the other candle, and the other candle went out. Like maybe you're trying to light yourself up in different ways, and when something fails you go to something else, but then you know, like I'm getting the image of someone like blocking a hole where water's leaking out, but then another hole pops out and the water comes out, and then another, you don't have enough hands to block the water. I know it's a random analogy, but I'm getting that sense with your energy right now. So if you're trying to do that energetically, maybe there's issues popping up and you're trying to like pretend like everything's okay, to pretend like you can handle everything. Maybe you can't. Maybe that's time to acknowledge that. And maybe time to like say, okay, what do I need to do to help myself, to restore myself, to give myself rest and grace? Because that's what's most important. Oh, that really flew out. Fear of death. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is so interesting. I'll try my best to pronounce Abini Vesha. Abini Vesha? Fear of death. Wow. Let's put that near Four of Swords because it feels like the grayness is resonating. Yeah, like are you afraid to stop? Like someone who's afraid to die if they stop? Or maybe you're afraid. Do you feel like you have to validate your existence just by always doing something, always being active? Are you afraid to be still for what will come up for you? What deep emotions will come through? Because that's something that's easy to do when we've survived trauma or we've just had a life that's been so much survival mentality. We can't quite make ourselves stop to really think and to meditate and to live in the moment. I've never gotten this card, so I'm terribly curious. I want to see what fear of death has to say. Anxiety and depression are the qualities, so you know, if you've been feeling low, it's okay to take a moment. You don't have to push through depression and anxiety to prove something or to make it go away. Actually, stopping and acknowledging it would help better. Yeah, so the zigzags are like obstacles along the path, right? Yeah. It's a place of all colors and the absence of color. That's very interesting. And I'm really getting the grayness. Like, are you seeing the world kind of in a gray way? Because sometimes when I get really low and depressed, like, it feels like everything turns gray, right? Like all the color leaks out of the world. Not literally, but it feels like that, doesn't it? It just feels like there's no oomph to anything anymore. Like even the good things don't feel as good. They don't give you a spark or light you up. The candle kind of goes out. Hmm. Yeah. And there's a lot here about clinging to life, right? And maybe it's that intensity that we're bringing to life. Like, I've got to do this or this will happen. I can't let things go wrong. That can make us depressed because we're not truly living in the moment and we're not letting ourselves be human. We're not just meant to do all the time. We're meant to be. There's some really depressing questions actually put forward here. It's like everyone you know, including yourself, will pass away. And that's it. That's the message. And, ultimately, that's true. Everything we know, everything we've ever been, will one day fade. It's just a harsh truth of the world. I'm sorry if this is triggering. If it's triggering to you, don't worry about finishing it. It's okay. You don't have to. But it might be an important message here, so I implore you to stick with it if you can. Because it also says, how would you live today if you knew it would be your last day? And to develop an appreciation for the ever-changing nature of the world. Yeah. And it's not to make you, appreciate because you might not have it tomorrow. Don't think like that either. That's not the right way to think. It's more to just realize that it's in the nature of everything to fade. And where you are now might be tough, but one day you'll miss it, which is crazy to think. But even some of my dark periods of my life, I look back and we don't remember the bad stuff as strongly as we did. Maybe if we were to relive it, we wouldn't feel it that way. But I often think of things that were there that were good too, and that I do miss. So, even in the darkness, there's light, like the candle. Try to think of it like that. Try to think of the things that you appreciate now. Gratefulness is such a great remedy to depression. And I know it seems really hard to have gratefulness when you're sad because your attitude is so different from that. It's so like nothing is good, nothing will ever be good. It's like a thought process like that. It's just such a defeatist, like being defeated, like, but you're not. Good things are coming in for you, and your guides are really helping to bring that to you. You just have to have a little more patience. They brought you 444 in this reading, so they really want to call out to you.